And for the first time ever, a commercial flight is expected to leave Israel for the United Arab Emirates in just a few hours, after the two countries agreed to normalise relations, of course. The word peace has been freshly painted on the side of the plane in Arabic, English and Hebrew. On board will be an Israeli delegation and US aides who help broker the deal. Lebanon's President Michel Aoun has called for a secular state, saying it's the only way of protecting and preserving pluralism and creating real unity in the country. He was speaking on the eve of a century since the state of Greater Lebanon was declared. The country faces a crippling financial crisis and the aftermath of the devastating Beirut port explosion.
First, should we have a look at the papers?
Oh, yeah, go on then. I'm going to start with the Daily Mail, which has a rallying cry to banish all plastic bags. There's a picture there of a swan with a carrier bag in its beak on the front page. As we've been hearing, the price of single-use bags will double in England from 5p to 10p. That's from April, and it will cover all shops next year.
That's in England. So and do get in touch with us about that as well, actually. Do you think it'll work? Will it make any difference? Let us know what you think. Several papers lead with the rumoured tax hikes in the upcoming budget. The Daily Telegraph reports that the Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, has been warned by his own backbenchers that tax rises could choke off the UK's coronavirus recovery. It also carries a picture of police officers trying to break up an illegal rave in Norfolk.
One of the most read stories on the BBC website also concerns an illegal rave after 25 people suffered carbon monoxide poisoning during a party in an underground bunker in Oslo. The conditions, thankfully, are said to be improving.
There's a weather story on the front of today's Daily Star which claims that a so-called polar plunge has made this bank holiday weekend colder in some parts of the UK, wait for it, than it was last Christmas. And I can tell you what, if you haven't been out, it's chilly out there. I mean, it's early as well, so you probably haven't been.
I had to pop back in this morning.
Did you get
larger coat.
The great coat?
I'm going to read you a quote, right?
Go on.
You've got to try and tell me what programme you think it's from.
Oh, no, Winnie. You know I hate any sort of quiz.
It's not really a quiz. It's there comes a moment when you realise that you've said nothing for an hour and a half. I haven't thought about anything else. I haven't worried about the past or the future.
No idea.
That is Bob Mortimer during Mortimer and Whitehouse Gone Fishing, which, have a look, has they think, sparked a huge increase in the number of people who are taking up a bit of angling. Apparently there have been, I think, 100,000 more people are angling this year than were last year. There's been a 117% rise in rods and the application for licences.
Really?
Apparently these people are all, I didn't know this, David Beckham, Harrison Ford, Liam Neeson, Zac Efron and Rita Ora apparently are all celebrity anglers.
Are they?
There you go. Do you watch it?
No.
It is
We've talked to them about it, haven't we?
It's just brilliant because sometimes like 3 minutes goes past and no one says
anything.
It's really peaceful.
What a wonderful thing.
I know, we couldn't do that on here, could we? We've been all sorts of trouble.
Maybe we should.
I've got one final one for you here. Solar-powered ice cream van.
That's your idea of heaven,
Look
an
at
ice
this.
cream van.
I do like it. I'll tell you about my latest ice cream I discovered last week, actually. Look at this little bad boy. This has been put together by a farmer, and the ice cream comes from Minehead in Somerset. He says, the owner, a guy called David Baker, top-end ice cream did not look right coming from a smoky van, he says. It was a health issue as well as a global issue. Solar-powered ice cream. I had one last week. I remember having it at school, like a 99 with a rocket lolly in the top of it.
As well?
Oh, magnificent.
You always go for double.
Then you're walking through the park with, like, one in each hand. You can have a bit of ice cream and a bit of ice lolly at the same time. I can't remember what they called it, but it was
Somebody
great.
will remember.